They're both lounging around back in the arena, ready to start. Berin cracking his knuckles. Got a little wry smile there. I think a win here for Berin would be necessary to go into the top 2, but a loss might not even send him into the bottom 2. He's already got 2 wins on board. Probably feeling pretty confident over Adam and Suarez right now, who have both dropped 0-3 and 0-4.
Is that a bit of a log bait coming out from Surgical Goblin?
That's what it looks like to me.
Princess instantly being deleted by poison, split archers at the back, and Goblin Bow comes right behind.
Yep, getting the log roll through. Just missed one of them. Berin is playing a very interesting deck here. He's got Giant Skeleton and Sparky, 2 cards that we very rarely, if ever, see. You know, Nimmt Sensei did get a chance to play and win with Sparky. It's got to be a huge upset if Berin can do the same thing here. Inferno Tower is a really good counter, though, to those big, heavy troops. The Giant Skeleton might have some trouble getting through that, and especially with all the distraction that Surgical Goblin's going to be able to put up with the Goblins. You got to be a little bit worried for Berin, but he's playing calm, cool, slow, collected. Going in for this left side attack, though.
Yeah, he's looking at an answer for the Goblin. Oh, Log comes out.
Hang on, that Ice Golem's blocking. That's about 500 damage off the left side tower. Skeleton started to stack up just a little bit. Princess and the Dark Goblin making it a little bit too slow in there. And a nice poison as well. Berin is actually playing at the top of his game right now. That left side tower down just about 800 hit points, while Surge hasn't really gotten too much of a connection yet on his opponent.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of chip from that Goblin gang that just came through here, but it was drawn like a little bit of attention there on the left-hand side. But gonna drop the Tombstone, let these Skellies start marching up the right lane, probably combo up here. Something to do with it once he gets to the 10 Elixir, but Princess gonna have a very easy time shutting down all these Skellies, because of course, just such incredible range in AoE coming out from that card.
That's right. We've got just kind of small, mid-sized pushes going out so far. Expect in double Elixir time to see Surgical Goblin holding onto that rocket until he sees the big push coming in from Berin. A Giant Skeleton with a Sparky right behind would be a massive threat. Now, Berin does not know that his opponent has the rocket right now. If he tries to make that play, he could be in a lot of trouble. Roll a log through here, Berin. That's what you need. How is that not a log opportunity? Maybe it's not back to his hand yet.
I don't think he's got it back to his hand.
Or he's holding on to it for the Goblin Barrels. That might be a pretty good option. There it goes. Rolls through. Down to 1960 on the right side there. But Berin applying more pressure to the left. Be trying to pull out a win here. He's going to send in another graveyard push maybe. Skeletons to catch. It's looking like, actually, since he's got Skeletons in his deck, that deck list we have on the left side of the overlay may not be accurate. Yeah, Archers as well from Berin, so not quite sure what we have.
Goblin Bow coming down. Gonna answer with the log, but Princess, I don't think is in range to actually be hit by this, so Princess still gonna be fine. Oh, Mega Minion gets the 1 slap though. Graveyard on the left. Poison available
Poison's gonna take down the Dark Goblin and hit the Knight and the tower. Good opportunity for Berin to get some damage in here. Bring it way far down, might even get into triple digits. Oh, not quite, but Berin beating Surgical Goblin right now, ahead in the match, hasn't claimed the win yet. But let's see if he can just continue this very careful, slow, methodical defensive play. You know, there's got to be just this sort of psychological advantage for Surge right now, sitting high and mighty. Surge dodges that poison with great deftness. Log rolls through, though. He's going to need to counter this Goblin Barrel out back. Ooh, yeah, lucky for Berin, that was a Juke Barrel.
Yeah, Juke Barrel, Skeletons catch it. Very nicely played. But you got to think, Berin could, in theory, just cycle through poison here. Combine attention with Graveyard as well, because the Knights are not going to be able to catch both Skellies.
Skeletons are starting to stack up out of the back. 500,
King Tower
400,
defense.
300, 200, a poison added on top, and Surge gets the good game.
Are you kidding me?
His first loss in the Crown Championship. Berin has done the unthinkable.
We knew that Surge was going to respect Berin, like, clearly from watching his gameplay, and Berin gives Surge his first loss, not even for a match, just a game. It's incredible from Berin.
Oh, look at that smile,
yeah, you've got to be happy with that victory. You're taking down people who are claiming Surge as the god of the EU matchups, and you just, like, made God bleed.
Kind of unique in his own creation, loves playing that Dark Goblin, which is not very popular in the metagame. I'm curious to see if Surge is going to come back and play kind of the more standard metagame defining decks that we've seen quite a bit, or if he's got a unique creation of his own to try to claim victory here.
It'll be sure to be interesting to see if there's any variation. Surge running the 3 Muskies this time.
I just love watching Berin. He's so subtle in the way that he looks around, gives a quick little smile, a knowing nod to the camera. We've got a Goblin Gang out the left side. Zap goes down, not going to get quite the connection that he's looking for there with the Barbarians, but one does make it onto the tower, blocking for the Night Witch there. Ice Spirit goes down, and it looks like the Night Witch and the Barbarian are going to go onto the left side again. Miner to take out that pump, and Berin has got a great early advantage once again over Surgical Goblin. 2,000 hit points taken off that left side tower in the first attack of the game.
I love the little head bob from Berin there at the end. Like, he kind of looked at the end of the push, he's like, yeah, pretty good job. He just
Right?
carries on going. And that's a great job to kick things off there. Berin.
Is Berin Surgical Goblin's kryptonite? It seems like every move that Surgical Goblin wants to play, Berin is one step ahead of him. Countering that pump with the miner, it's amazing to think that Berin is really relying on 3 Musketeers for this deck, but got so much damage in with just a Battle Ram Night Witch push.
Oh my god, that Ice Spirit saved up the Ice Spirit. No! Oh! Just a
Mark's
little.
still a threat though.
Didn't
Have
have,
one swing.
just didn't have the duration on that Ice Spirit for Berin to stop the counter Ice Spirit from landing before impact was made. Just falls short. There you go. Nice zap to guarantee
Nice
that
zap
there's
by
no attack on
Surge.
Berin.
Gets the Barbon Tower, and the Musketeers have locked. The Goblin Gang making its way toward the
Oh
right
my
side
God,
tower.
is this the turnaround?
Musketeers about to finish it off. That
got
is
it.
the turnaround. Surgical Goblin takes the tower down, facing 2 Musketeers and a Battle Ram over to the right side, though. He's going to play really heavy defense. I don't think a Bandit's going to be enough. Can't block the Battle Ram. Gets the connection. A Miner on top to get some more damage onto the tower. Plenty of
Holy
tanks
hell,
for these
Berin.
Musketeers, and they are going to take the tower all the
But
way
look at all
down.
the work he's done on the left-hand side already. Berin has set himself nicely to get the 2-1 victory. There's only 400 HP left there on Surge's tower.
Berin so far ahead in this game right now, going into double elixir time. 60 seconds left for Surgical Goblin to try to turn this thing around again. Now, Surge and Berin have both recognized that there's no big spell in their opponent's deck, so they're happy playing 3 Musketeers all in the same lane. Who is going to be able to
It's the
better
Muskie
defend?
duel in the middle could decide the rest of this matchup.
Battle
If it goes in
Ram's
the favor
block.
of Berin, it could work out
Bandit
quite
also for
nicely.
Surge. Ooh, Goblin's coming in. I think the gank is going to work better for Surge in this case. Zap goes down, but the 3 Musketeers are about to lock onto each other. Hit this Ice Spirit jump.
Zap!
No. Zap coming in. Can we get a tank out for Surge? Those Musketeers are none too healthy. Battle Ram is going to take
from the
form.
side.
Night Witch out on the left side. Can't kill any of the Night Witches.
Oh, he connects!
The
Double gang is there
Musketeers are
as well!
connecting. Are they going to reach the tower? There they go. Barb.
Yes,
and
the lock on. That's
Musketeers
it. Surgical
taking
Goblin.
it down. Berin, you got to get Musketeers right on your opponent's side of the arena. Got to finish off that left side tower. 4:48 left.
He's going for the free crown. He's
Oh
not
my
happy
God.
with game 1, and he's sending a message. You may have made me bleed, but I will destroy you for doing that.
Oh man, I so thought Berin had that game. Surgical Goblin turning it around and proving that he is one of the top players in the arena. You know, he came into this game undefeated, dropped a close one to Berin there, who just outplayed him, frankly, in the first game.
Yes.
The second game, Surge, and has a really good chance to make it toward the top 2, but it all comes down to this game. Can Berin claim victory here? If that overlay is correct, it looks like we got Hog Lightning out of Berin and a Graveyard Cycle deck out of Surgical Goblin. May have taken a page out of Berin's book there with those quick attacks. And yeah, Tombstone as well. That looks like the deck that Berin played in game 1.
Maybe he's just like, because we know the players can adapt. They don't have to lock in their decks before the match. They can create any deck they want in between games. Maybe he's just like, this will get him. And like, use his deck from game 1. As maybe just this extra level of mind games.
Just one Archer to support this Graveyard push on the right side. Not a very big attack, but Berin is playing very cautiously on defense. Only has got the Knight and those Goblins out on the right side to defend. Takes it down, but he's going to move it on the right side. Here comes the Hog Rider attack. Check this out. Can we see a log to support this Hog? No, not quite. Looks like the Skeletons are going to be able to take the Hog out before he gets to swing onto the tower. The Knight, swarmed by Skeletons, is not able to get a connection in there either. Surgical Goblin in the first minute takes a little bit of damage on the right.
Execution doesn't even seem to get the angle just to get some damage onto the tower. Graveyard being dropped. Ice Golem is there to draw some aggro and pull him away. We'll get the freeze to clear out, hopefully, but there's so much damage
Look at that
being done on
Skeleton in the
right-hand
bottom
tower.
corner.
No one's touching it. Execution in the back right corner hasn't done enough fast enough.
Surgical
And
Goblin
Surge
with
is
the
taking the
thumbs
lead.
up. Berin cracks another smile, but he took a ton of damage there. You know, the Ice Golem can serve as a really good tank against the Graveyard when it explodes and kills all the Skeletons, but just couldn't get enough damage onto the Ice Golem. It was all going straight toward the tower. Executioner's going to finish off the Skeletons, though. Is the Hog Rider going to get a swing?
Oh, doesn't get the
just
tap.
not, barely.
The Executioner won't kill off that Archer, but the tower will get that one arrow through, I believe.
What is Berin saying to Surge there? You know that they got something.
Nothing's going on.
Can we get those guys mic'd up? That would be hilarious to hear.
I think
what
it
they're
would be.
talking
Maybe
about.
for finals. We'll push it for finals.
Yeah. I'll work on that. Ice Golem out on the right side, though, to try to block a pre-integrate. What the heck? Tornado onto an Ice Golem. I think that might have been a misplay there. 3 for not even 2 trade. Can't finish off this Ice Golem in the back.
Goblins are sitting on top of the poison, actually coming out from Surge to try and give himself
too good.
some extra
Skeleton
levels.
in the top left corner grabs it. Oh no.
80.
Lightning gets that Hog on the tower, though. Nice Ice Golem to block.
Lock and
Surge
finish it.
is going to brought
take the
down.
tower.
Yeah, it's 11:50, but Surge is going to be able to take that right side tower out with a log. It's really up to Berin to get a big hit over on the right side. But
switches
can he do
attention.
that and block on this left side as well?
Yeah, he switches attention to the left. No, he's got the advantage. Log comes out to clear the goblins. Might get a couple more skellies out of the graveyard. He does, and they start getting some
Berin
chip
going
damage.
to take a little bit of damage. Nice log rolls through, kills all the skeletons. Look at that. The skeletons from the graveyard, or from the tombstone, and the ones that Surgical placed are taken out in one fell swoop. Right side hit from the Hog Rider is going to bring it down to 12. We need to get another log in here from Berin to get that tower down. Can he cycle back? I think he should have enough time. Ice Golem and Goblin's very cheap. One more log. No, Berin! Can he make it? Do what? It gets there in time. Berin's going to put this thing into overtime now.
It's no longer about the right-hand lane. It wasn't even for the last minute or so. It's all about the pressures being put on the left. Surge has got the HP advantage. It's time for Berin to come back into it. He's got the Hog Rider. Tombstone is there. Archers will back him up. But
Great
now,
sneaky play by Surge
on the
placing the
counter-attack,
Tombstone on the left.
running straight into the Executioner.
Here comes the Executioner, chopping down this Mega Minion. Ice
Draw the
Golem
aggro.
to
He
soak.
draws the aggro of the Executioner.
Oh, nicely done there. Rolls a log through, though. He will not be going back on hard on offense just yet, but Berin, it does have a pretty good defense against this big push. Low on elixir. He'll probably have enough to add a Hog Rider on. Here it comes. Tombstone to block the Hog Rider. Another Ice Golem to block for the King Tower. Nicely done, Berin. Lightning hits the Tombstone and the tower, but can't get the Hog in there. Knight's about to make some inroads, though, unless Surge can block it. There we go. Skeletons in the back end. Get the job done.
Skeleton's OP, still nerf.
Berin, though, at 1477 does have the elixir to set up an Executioner to defend. Looks like Surge will not be committing to this push. Looking for Poison Cycle. Okay, interesting decision there. Hog Rider to make the attack again. Oh, bad log rolls. Not going to hit the Tombstone, though. That Hog is distracted just a little bit too long. It's not looking like he's going to reach the tower. Wow, just stonewalled by that Ice Golem.
Oh, Tornado to get the maximum value out of this Executioner. Will clean up that re-push from Surgical Goblin.
Surge is getting reliable damage from the spells. Hasn't really sent another big graveyard spell back on yet. I'm wondering why Berin isn't playing the Hog Rider just directly on his opponent's side of the arena. He's sticking it always behind this Ice Golem. Good lightning goes down, going to bring the tower to 1199. Good hit from the Hog as well. Berin is back ahead now in tower damage, but it's Surge's turn to counterattack. Ice Golem to block is going to see a graveyard set up in the back. We got the King Tower activated. That is great news for Surge if he can get some skeletons to spread out, but no, they're all stacking up onto the Knight.
Yeah, they're all being drawn into the Knight's arc of control. Going to get themselves decimated before they can make the impact that they need to, as the HP has started to level out here.
A lightning cycle from Berin. He just needs a little bit more on that left side tower. A naked graveyard. Ice Golem added on to block some hits. It gets the aggro of both towers. Ice Golem in the back for Berin, trying to soak these skeletons, but they get a fantastic surround of the tower. Brought down to 401 hit points now. That's 2 more poisons. Can Berin get that lightning cycle onto the left side to claim victory?
Yes!
There it goes! Berin wins! Defeats the undefeated Surgical Goblin. A 2-1 victory for the German player.
The underdog story happened. People wouldn't have said that Berin could take out Surge. Surge gave him respect, and guess what? He has earned it from the rest of the community. He's taken down someone we were touting as going to be the EU champion. He made the god bleed, he twisted the knife, and he's taken that victory.
There is now only one undefeated player in the European region, and that is Donkey Kong.